Right, very good morning, you wonderful and beautiful people. Good morning. Very good Sunday morning. Hope everybody is having a good one today. Sun is up and we have a song. Good morning to you all. Do you know what it is, right? I was watching young Adam Pearson and how he's doing it, I don't know, because you're not allowed to film Premier League matches. So, you know, there's him and there's others who are doing it. And I know myself because you get the little S in the corner which saying, you know, you're not going to make no money off it. But yeah, yesterday's game, wow, that was attack. However, we couldn't put the ball in the net, though there was many attempts. I have supported you since I was young. That first experience many change. At St. James's Park, many great people have touched our hearts. Why do we sing at our cathedral on the hill? Our place of worship. To you, we sing for you. I want more, as we all do, from you this brand new season. I believe. Let's fill the air with our love and our passion for the two. As you run on hallowed ground, do you feel us too? Can you feel the passion and the roar on a match day? Let's sing some more. Two, black and white on me. Radio. It sounded a lot better the last time I did it, but it's out there because we as Geordies, we're passionate people, and you know, some people turn around and say, you can't sing, you can't sing. Did a good job there though. Now, what is going on? What's going on, man? Oh, yeah. Right, what we got? We got 35 here. We got 8 likes. Get in! Come on, bring it on down. And oh yes, so Barry's saying doubt that fax. No, we haven't got a fax. Sorry. And no. So we have David Kenny, he'll have a migraine from that. No. No migraine. Oh, we've got somebody from Sunderland. Well, unfortunately, mate, that's the channel. Yeah, we've got a Newcastle United channel here. Right. Watching the game yesterday. Well, it was interesting watch. And here's what I think. I think that our players have banded together. And I think that our players have turned around and says, yes, we got somebody who doesn't want to play, so let's give the fans something. And they did. Harvey Barnes had a few attempts. Anthony Gordon, I mean, even Chris was mentioning this from Evermore NUFC about the headband and, not one attempt, two attempt, but multiple. So, yeah, we needed, if we had him on the pitch yesterday, we would have took the points. I have no doubt in my mind. And match of the day with Mark Chapman hosting, Alan Shearer, and Wayne Rooney. I kind of got what they were saying. And the attempt, there was multiple attempts. I think Aston Villa yesterday were going through the process. They did have shots, however, those shots were straight at Nick Pope. And if you shoot and you're shooting straight at the goalkeeper and the goalkeeper's decent, well, it's his ball. However, there was shots from Ollie Watkins, a lad I can't pronounce his name of. Sorry. But we dominated the game yesterday. Right, what we got? What's a scout? What? I hope. Well, do you know the thing is, yeah, Jack, as the legend Alan Shearer said yesterday, well, last night. I think 2 weeks. What was it? 1st of September, the transfer window shuts. So it's time for the other team to put up or shut up. Personally speaking, after watching Friday's game, they don't need him. And I think that silly bid, and it was absolutely mental bid by them, was unsell them. Did its job. So they don't need him. End of. So yeah. Now, 79 people here, 13 likes. And my channel's just a little bit different. You get music, you get Newcastle United, and one thing I'm going to do for later on today is write down a few stats. And I'm not a stat person. but I'm going to write down a few stats, and then I'm going to tell you them. And remember, never done it before. Okay, so as long as you know, I've never done it before. And yeah. There we go. Where are we? There we go. Over here. So, now, what I want to say, we've got 37 games left. Yeah. How do you like what? How do you like Bond? What? Yeah, I'm not even sure which division Blackburn are in. I couldn't comment because I don't know. Yeah. So my hope is apparently we're not going for sumo. Is it SAMU? See, somebody was saying to me in the comments about certain things. Yeah. Well, sadly, I've got something to say to you. Does anybody know what dyslexia is? Anybody? Because I've had that all my life, and you know, with ex-partners, when I'm typing a post out, they would turn around and go, whoa, don't send. Let me have a look. Because some of my posts on Facebook, they're rather big and long. It's just explaining, stuff. But that's dyslexia. It's pronunciation of words, your commas, colons, and all that sort of stuff. Jack is saying, do you reckon you could overtake? No, no. He isn't the number one channel. No. There is a bigger channel than Adam Pearson. And that's called Brian. And he has well over 1 million. So, no. No, Big Wheeler. No, he's not. He's a young lad who chose this as a career. So, yeah. And I'm just looking forward to coming up to St. James's Park and seeing all of you. And places where you might be likely to find us would be Strawberry, Shearer's Bar, possibly. I don't know what to call it, but I know it's inside the gate. Oh, thank you, Code Cowboy. Thank you very, 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 very much. Could you put that onto comments on the video? And this is one of the things in adult learning. Yeah. That's what I was saying to another person who made a comment last night. Adult learning, is something you either want or you don't. So some people are very, very happy
just doing what they do. I'm not, you know, and because I'm not, like, I want more. And like in my songs, Are You Brave Enough? Um, Hey Bonnie Lad, Streets of Home, and other songs. What I'm talking about is this: pushing yourself to better what you did the year before. And if that is like going against what what you think, at the end of the day, should I press that this morning? Oh, no. Done. Right. What was Lordo saying? How much does a meme coin cost? Meme coins is through like Phantom, and the cost is literally what, few pennies. It's not a lot when you think about it. Transaction fees, not a lot. Mm-hmm. Black teeth. Ooh, dearie me. Dearie me. Shock horror. Jet black. Now, 1 second while I grab some water. I want to say something as well. I was watching something yesterday, and it totally threw what I was thinking. So let's have some water. That was a bit of a big swig. Mm. Oh, now, yeah, this thing I seen yesterday. Ice water, yeah. The taste of the water. There you go. Yesterday there was something from. 1 second, and I'll tell you exactly who it was from. Where did I put it? Because it was interesting. Aha, here it is. Right. I'm going to pronounce, well, I'm going to spell this out for you because I don't know how to pronounce it. The YouTube channel from yesterday. Capital R H E double T skull. And what he was on about was apparently a few videos have been altered using artificial intelligence. And he showed a few videos yesterday where one came here onto YouTube, and the exact video, and then the same post to Instagram. And he was showing you the difference. And I was like, wow. There's lots of songs here. That's it. That's a hard name to pronounce. A shout out to Ryan Bell. There you go. First time fan tuning in today, and he loves the tune. We all love the tune. Let's be honest. I think after the performance yesterday, my honest opinion, I think it's possible. We can push higher than fourth. That's my honest opinion. And the guts we showed yesterday. Wow. So yeah, that's where I'm thinking. I mean, I haven't put the Ladbrokes bet on yet. I'm just gonna nip over to Beeston and go into some bookmakers. And here's the daft thing. Totally. There's a machine. It's like those of the older generation would know about bandits, like a one-armed bandit, where you put your money in, press the button, and the dials spin, and you know. But the machines where they do in the bookmakers now there's like what 6 to 8 machines in the bookmakers, and I was like, wow. So things have changed. The one thing, I mean, Hey Bonnie Lad is about the player. It is. And the hope is that, as Alan Shearer was saying last night, it gets resolved one way or the other. And we've got Wisa to come. The person I would like between these two of Ramos from PSG or Samu from Porto. That's just a personal preference. I think Samu would give Wu a lot more. He's a bigger build, even bigger than the player who we currently don't have. We got a Liverpool supporter. Just hope you get we go up this season. Well, I'm sure Liverpool will challenge again for the title and possibly retain it. But you know, the one thing I will say this much, right? As we got a Liverpool fan here, yeah, our capacity is 52,300. What's Liverpool's capacity? Can you stick it in chat? Oh, it's Borough. Oh, I see. Well, the hope, really, this goes back to when we had our takeover. I wanted both Sunderland and Middlesbrough back in the Premier League, so we had derby matches. So yeah, but yeah, I don't think the team over in Merseyside need him. They've got enough firepower, and the hope is, and cross my fingers, yeah, we keep him. But the apology, that's got to be massive. And will it happen? No idea. Jack is saying, Paul, have you been practicing your... No, I'm not going to do that. Simple as, I'm not going to do it. Yeah, it would be. It would put the Northeast firmly on the map. I've watched Graham Souness play when Jack Charlton was manager. Yeah, Jack Charlton was our manager as well for a short period of time. Massive respect for the man while he was here, and you know, but I honestly think we can get. I mean, we've got Ramsey in. Try for another in the same midfield, and we've got Chow in defence, but we still need more. The script, wow, the script, man, that's hard. That is so hard. What makes the script hard though is dyslexia. I mean, if I didn't have Grammarly on the laptop, man, I'd struggle. Jack, I drove every route. Apart, no, I didn't drive. There was one route I didn't drive, and that was to Ponteland. Didn't do that one, but I did every other one. And there's multiple different numbers. My favorite were any route that went past St. James's Park. So that would be 71, 72, 62, 63. The, you know, those were my good days because people would always swap shifts knowing it's match day. I didn't care. I just like edged slowly. Do you remember like when we seen the procession when we won the Carabao Cup and how slow it was, like a crawl down through the Gallowgate and across Percy Street onto Blackhead Street. You know what I mean? It was like that sort of thing where you're dead slow. And the reason why I mentioned Blackhead Street is because 62 and 63 stop there. But I mean, on the day of the bus, when all of our players were on the top, that went up Percy Street, and I don't know how long it would have took it at that speed. But yeah, that was an epic day. I think the club made a mistake not getting to drive that bus. Well, it is what it is, man. You know, you can't be in two places at the same time. It's an impossibility. And if it wasn't for three members of the family being ill, I would have been on the town moor because we already had the tickets, you know. But there's always having two cups. Yes. And I think, honestly, the retain the Carabao Cup and take the FA Cup. It's a mission. Yeah, it is a mission. But I still believe that we can do that. Because what it's going to send a message is this: improve the year before, or improve on the season before. So we get two, then I think that will say to His Excellency, our chairman, they have improved. And that's all we want. Improve. Will I boo? I won't be happy about it. But what can we do? What can we do? You know what I mean? Most of us will be, extremely angry. But it's football. You know, players move all of the time, and I want these other players, your Ramos, your Samu, and the lad from Leicester, please. 3 people. And I'm happy if we get like either Ramos or Samu and the lad from Leicester. I am happy. Would you ever do negotiations for transfers? I think Jamie's doing that. Jamie Rubin. I think. I mean, you know, I could be wrong. How do we nominate? I have no idea how you nominate for the Content Creator Awards, and that's the honest truth. It would be nice. Um, really, it would be nice. I mean, it's a tuxedo night, isn't it? Tuxedo with a little dicky bow tie, I think. Aha, a freckled man. Okay, and but yes, we have what 2 weeks to get either Ramos or Samu. I don't think they'll go for 2. I honestly don't believe we'll go for the 2 of them. So between the 2, I'm hedging my bet on the lad from Porto because he's younger, and the other one, Ramos. How much would his wages be, being who he plays for? Now, another thing. Somebody put in the comments about the songs. Yeah, I love doing the songs. I love writing the songs, and as the very famous Noel Gallagher has said multiple times, sometimes the music and sometimes the idea. It just depends, you know. The way I like to do things is have the pad, and it may be the title that comes first. It may be the first verse comes. But the person who put it in the comments yesterday was on about all of these ventures, because that's what they are. They're ventures. And, you know, saying this hasn't happened, that hasn't happened. Well, here's one thing that you're going to see, and that is this. You're going to see a box, and the box is about that big. Yeah? Now, let me show you what the box looks like. Righty-ho. So, are you ready? Get set. There you go. And That's what I need. And that's going to be in the region of, I think, 200 plus. Okay. And all of the things that'll come in that box will appear here. Yeah. So there will be products for drinking. There'll be products for the sun and others, but you'll see them all here. And see, when I moved from Newcastle here, I contacted head office, which is in Warwick. Yeah. And I said to head office, I need something legally, a legal separation. Because I didn't want to like start it here and money filter back up to Newcastle. So that with Forever Living, you can find that on Facebook as well. It's Forever Living Products UK, and you will see more and more of that. And another thing as well, yeah. Can Steve Wraith not have a word? The craze, that's an old thing. Yeah. Very old. So it wouldn't be much of a point. What product do I use on my hair? This one. Natural rosemary oil. That the bottle I've just showed you is almost empty. This one, which is Jamaican castor oil and rosemary oil, is full. So there you go. But to that person who put it in the comments about, oh, this is failed, that's failed, the other's failed. These things happen in life. It does, David McCoy, you will get booted out. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Good morning, Vivian. Or is it good afternoon? I don't know at this moment. No, I don't. But there are lots of changes going to happen in the next 4 weeks. Lots. One of those is Newcastle United will sit in the top 10. And it's up to our players, once they sit in the top 10, to make sure we stay in the top 10. Yeah. So, yeah, we do. Yeah, what we got? That's quite true, Vivian. Quite true. Now, today, after I've finished, I'm going to go through on the big screen because I've got YouTube linked through an app, and I'm going to go through StreamYard. No, Code Cowboy. I'm concentrating on what's coming. I'm solely concentrating on what's coming, and the reason why is because it's going to take a lot of time to get stuff. But in September, the first of the surprises happens, and that will be a video, and in that video, once the vote has happened, I'm going to stick 40% into a pool and lock it up in that pool. I don't know what the lockup period is. It may be 18 months. It may be more. I don't know. What was that one? So by the end of September, the apps will be live and working. Exactly, Code Cowboy. What you got to realize, Code Cowboy, is this. Yeah, you're a programmer. Yeah, you are a programmer. And what you got to realize is this: that when you're sitting at the computer and you are writing something, are you writing it as a journal, or are you writing it for a purpose? Which? Because what I'm doing is for a purpose. And that purpose is new work. That's it. So, using the knowledge I have right now, I'm just going to push it to a new level. What was that one? I'm talking to somebody in chat. After you put me in a timeout, oh, Stevie J. There's certain things which are said, and when those things are said, it happens. Boosh. So, we have what? Sunday now. We've got one Sunday. We've got multiple days to prepare for the lads from Liverpool at St James's Park. Oh, I see. It may have been somebody who was next to you in the comment. And sometimes you go to do something and the chat just goes and it jumps. So apologies. But with that situation, no, they wouldn't sack him. No, they wouldn't. He's an asset. He just needs to put his big boy pants on and do what he's paid to do. And here's another thing as well on that same player. Multiple people are there's like multiple different ones. Keith Downey, Alan P, etc. And it's either 100,000 a week, 120,000, 140,000, and you think, well, which one is it? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, the careers are gone, long gone, and nothing's going to bring them back. So in the next 4 weeks, the hope is we've got something better coming, and on the later on in a few days' time, when I sign into Universal Credit, I'm putting in how much income from YouTube. So that's the very first one. And then the hope is you good people can make that figure triple. And then I can say to them before that time of signing off. They know that's the goal, to sign off. So it depends on you good people. I used to steal the Craze dinner money. Wow. It's a bit of a thing to do. Anyway. Now, lots of stuff. There's 2,300 videos on multiple subjects. And that's available right now. Prince of Persia. You know, I used to play the game Prince of Persia years and years ago. Eddie Murphy, one heck of a good comedian. No, that's not. No. One thing, yeah. With the memberships, which are available to everybody, yeah, $4.99, $8.99, and $12.99. The $12.99 membership is behind the scenes. And the hope is once content goes into behind the scenes, then that shows you me chatting to staff. Yeah. And this is the way forward. Chicken nuggets, beans, and chips. There we go. Anyway, hopefully today it's going to be a nice day. Hopefully. For your eyes only. That is beside the Manners roundabout. I think it's behind a very old building, but no, I haven't. Yes, I am. However, I'm going to have to take a trip in to the city and say to them, well, where was my email? Because it hasn't happened. But yeah, so to all of you wonderful and beautiful people, what I want is this. Yeah, I did want this before a ball was kicked in anger on Friday, because that's when the first game was. But I want 3,000 new subscribers. And to all of the new people who are coming here, I would like 100 likes per video. Dead simple to do. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And very soon, very, very soon, things will pick up even more, which will be beneficial to those who are chosen to be a mod. There's lots of exciting stuff coming. And I thank every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Super chats are available. They have been available. And that means your name gets read out. And there's memberships. There's also going to be meetups as well. Thank you, Big Wheeler. Yeah. The accent is Geordie. Now, me growing depends on you good people out there. I can share across social media, but you need to share as well. Meetups, yes. Looking forward to that. And the one thing which I said ages and ages and ages ago was this: getting a box at St. James's Park and then inviting 5 of you to view a game, have a meal, and have a good chin wag. Yeah? And that's all to come. Anyway, to all of you wonderful, beautiful people, have an amazing Sunday. And I'll try and do the other videos and then post them. And my wish, now that I've seen what we've done on the pitch yesterday, I honestly think, yeah, I'm going to move from 4th to 3rd. Yeah. So 3rd 25-26 season. That's what I honestly believe in my heart. So have a wonderful day, everybody, and thank you all for coming in, and see you in the next one.